Hello everybody, welcome to this episode of series of tutorial videos hosted by me on behalf of DM Tutorial. Today's video is on efficient frontier, which is an important topic in portfolio management. So in this lecture we'll learn what is efficient frontier, what is efficient portfolio, and what is Tangency portfolio. So efficient frontier is a fantastic tool provided to us by Nobel laureate Markowitz that enables an investor to compose the portfolio that maximizes his or her return subject to his or her risk tolerance. You see, what is the objective of an investor? The objective of an investor is to maximize his or her return. As an entrepreneur has the objective of maximizing profit, an investor has the objective of maximizing his or her return subject to his or her risk tolerance. Okay. Now, before going to efficient frontier, we must learn what is meant by efficient portfolio. Efficient portfolio is that portfolio which maximizes the return of the portfolio subject to a specific risk. Let us try to understand through a diagram. In this diagram, we measure risk, that is standard deviation SD, on x-axis, and on y-axis we measure return, that is mean. Okay, so these are the different risk tolerance levels. Suppose this is this is 1.4. SD is 1.4. Now we can think of a portfolio right here. This is a portfolio. Say portfolio A. Now this portfolio is efficient if no other portfolio can give this much return with lower risk. Suppose we take here one portfolio and here one portfolio. You see, this portfolio gives lesser return and lesser risk. Okay. This portfolio, this is say B, this is C. This portfolio gives lesser return with the same risk. That means here portfolio A is efficient portfolio. This is efficient portfolio. Okay, why? Because portfolio A gives maximum return given the SD 1.4. So portfolio A is more efficient than portfolio B and C. So this is efficient portfolio for this specific risk. Okay. So we can get many such portfolios. Now let us imagine many portfolios in the plane, innumerable portfolios, like this. As one moves away from x-axis upward, his return is increasing. Return increases as one moves upward away from the x-axis. Okay. On the other hand, if one moves leftward towards y-axis, risk comes down. Right? Now, diversification makes the investor better off in the risk return trade reward. More the portfolios are diversified, lesser is the risk to get a desired return. So as one moves up, that is, diversification is going on. But diversification has a limit. There is a boundary or frontier. That frontier is called efficient frontier. That frontier is called efficient frontier. So if we draw a curve like this, let me draw it with green ink. We will get many portfolios on it. This curve is the efficient frontier. This is efficient frontier. Okay. All the portfolios lying on the efficient frontier are optimal portfolios. All the portfolios that lie on the efficient frontier are optimal portfolios. Now, you see, efficient frontier is a curved line, not a straight line. Why? Because of diminishing return to risk. Diminishing return to risk. Okay. Suppose you move from this point to this point, again from this point to this point, this point to this point, this point to this point, this point to this point. You see, risk for per unit of additional risk his return is increasing, return is falling. Here this was his return, this was his return. At this point this is the return, at this point this is the return, and at this point this is the return. So with every additional level of risk, the return increases at a decreasing rate. That is called diminishing return to risk. Additional risk is falling with assumption of additional level of risk. That's why this line is curved one. Now you see, no investor would come below this point. Why? Take this point. Take this point. From this point to this point, that is from this portfolio to this portfolio, return is falling. Here this was the return at this portfolio, and for this portfolio this is the return. So return is falling. At the same time, risk is increasing by this much. So return is falling and risk is increasing. So no rational investor would move below this point. So this is the relevant part of efficient frontier. This is the relevant part of efficient frontier. Okay. Now, if we consider this as risk-free return, RF, we can draw many lines from here to the portfolios. We can draw many such lines. Here comes what? Here comes Sharpe ratio. This is another very significant and important tool in portfolio management, developed by another Nobel laureate, William Sharpe. What is Sharpe ratio? Sharpe ratio is RP minus RF divided by SD, sigma. That is, what is RP? RP is return of the portfolio, RF is risk-free return, and this is standard deviation. So Sharpe ratio is derived by dividing the difference between return of the portfolio and risk-free return by the standard deviation. Now for each portfolio, each optimal portfolio on the efficient frontier, we can derive a Sharpe ratio. Say for example, at this point, what is Sharpe ratio? This is the risk-free return. So this much minus this much divided by SD. Okay. Similarly, for this point, for this portfolio, what is the Sharpe ratio? This is RF. So this minus this divided by the risk at this point. So Sharpe ratio shows in what way or how the portfolio is maximizing return subject to a given level of risk. You see, if we draw a tangent from risk-free return, this is called CML, that is capital market line. Capital market line. The capital market line combines, not only combines but optimally combines the risk-free assets as well as the risky assets. Now you see, at this point, CML is tangent to efficient frontier. Okay. At this point, CML is tangent to efficient frontier. And at this point, the Sharpe ratio, that is this minus this divided by risk, certain risk level, is maximum. So Sharpe ratio is maximum at the point of tangency between CML and efficient frontier. All other portfolios lying below efficient frontier, there are innumerable portfolios lying below the efficient frontier. These are called suboptimal portfolios. And all portfolios lying above the efficient frontier, that means in this section there are many portfolios. These are called above optimal portfolios. Okay. So this is all about efficient frontier, efficient portfolio, and tangency portfolio. This is tangency portfolio and Sharpe ratio. We have learned all these things today, in this video. So it is enough for this video. I believe you have enjoyed the video. Yeah, that's enough. Please feel comfortable to be in touch through the comment box. Your queries, suggestions, etc. will be welcomed by us. Yeah, That's true. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye.